Ramakrishna, just 2 minutes be online, huh?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Ramakrishna, just be on there for 2 3 minutes. Huh? The panelist is closing the call and will join back. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yes, okay, okay.
Hi, Shashi.
Yeah, hi Kunal. Here Ramakrishna.
Hey, hi, Ramakrishna. Yeah, hi. So we have the panelists in place, Kunal.
Yeah.
So the session would be recorded. Can I request you to please turn on the video?
Yeah, sure.
Recording in progress.
And wish you all the best. Over to you, Kunal. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Shashi.
Thank you. Yes.
Hey, hi, Ramakrishna.
Hi Kunal.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, too. Okay, so Ramakrishna, let me through the resume. So you're right now working in Cognizant.
Actually, currently I'm not working Cognizant. I left my Cognizant in the month of April 2001 due to my personal work. Actually, my mother got hospitalized. She got paralysis. So from there, from last 5 months, I'm not working anywhere. I'm searching for job now. Yeah.
Okay, can you start with a brief introduction of your education qualification and your SAP experience, how you got into this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, myself, my name is Ramakrishna Pamarthi. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I'm having totally 12 years of experience in accounting, finance, and SAP consultant. The relevant experience is 5 years in SAP Vico consultant here at Cognizant. In education background, sir, I have done MBA from JNTU University. Yeah, I work for in Cognizant. I work for 3 projects. So 2 supporting projects. One is the implementation project, implemented project client Atlas Copco. Our supporting project is for the portion which is related to European region. A supporting project. I have supported to end user support there, whichever raise the concern to and take a day-to-day transaction element. I can resolve the issues, understand them, and guide to users how to deal run the reports. And the coming to implementation report, I have configured involved in the business implementing documentation and testing, unit testing, Indian testing, and yeah, I configured the FI part is the account payable, account receivable, asset accounting, integration part, SD integration, FI, SD integration, asset accounting, configuring automatic payment and configuring e-bearers. In the coming to control side, I have knowledge on the cost and element creation, cost and accounting, profit center accounting, cost center hierarchy, profit center hierarchy, configure. And also I have one knowledge on material ledger, internal orders, profit analysis, and forecast.
Good. Thanks, sir. So, like, which is your strong point? Is it SAP FI side or SAP?
In some ways, FI, SAP FI.
But you have worked on projects wherein you are supposed to do consulting or implementation roles on controlling, right?
Yes.
So hands-on on controlling, is it?
Not hands knowledge on controlling, which is in podcasting, material ledger entry.
So whatever projects you've done a support role, right? You mentioned that a few projects where you handled support the budget, right?
Yeah.
So there material ledger, product costing, etc. was implemented.
No, podcast ledger as well.
Sorry.
Can you read the question?
Whichever projects you supported, was product costing or material ledger implemented in those projects?
Yeah, implemented, but I was not involved in the project. But I have the knowledge and material ledger activation, like material ledger valuation is there. What is the valuation will happen? Activity valuation is there. Group valuation, the currency valuation, where valuation is going on. The knowledge I have.
But you don't have any hands-on experience of it.
Yes, hands-on experience.
Okay, so starting with your FI, you worked on HANA, SAP HANA?
No, I didn't get the chance to work on. Yeah, ECC only, but I know as per HANA changes in general ledger creation where there is a deposition, the primary cost elimination, secondary cost elimination, the operating cost elimination, the cost element is there, and in GSI there, in asset accounting, we do the assign the parallel ledger accounting for all ledger. The traditional assign for different currencies, multi-ledger accounting are there, leading ledger, non-leading ledger assignment, and we can maintain the technical clearing account in assetting purpose accounting there. And coming to vendor payables, vendor receivable, vendor master ledger, customer margin ledger, we can the assign the BPP cost center there, business partner center.
What is the material ledger details in S4 HANA as compared to CC? Any idea? From material ledger perspective?
No.
Right. Okay. So let's come to the FI. You have seen your GL master data, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So when you see your GL master data, there is one field called as a sort key.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sort key is what you see, right? So I would like to know what is the significance of that sort key.
We can mention the short key is the 001 is for that. The based on the short key we can identify the GL accounts on there.
No, but say whatever is sort key, like if you can give a few examples of sort key, if you can make it up.
Even that the field status variant there.
No, I'm not talking about these skills, right? I'm talking about the sort key. I mean, if you don't recollect, it's fine. Just wanted to recollect.
Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not unable to cut that, but I know I idea. You can view the 001 short key.
Say, supposing that the sort key in the drop down of the sort key, I put it as purchase order number and line item. Okay, for a particular GL.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, what will be the impact in SAP? When I'm posting to that GL account, what will be the impact of that sort key?
We can based on the second when you keep the GL account, we can enable the line items short key. When you pull the report FBL3 and FBL's FSNN, we can see the report when in sequence what are posted in particular GL account.
Okay. About the GRI field.
In GR cleaning, I know not done that. In FIMM integration, we can maintain the in OBS transaction, maintain the transaction keys, BSX for inventory and WX for GRIR clearing accounts. So while do the purchasing order ME21, there is no impact happen.
No, sorry, you're jumping into FIMM integration. I'm talking, have you worked on GRIR clearing?
No.
That's a part of month-end activity. So have you been not involved in month-end activities?
Yeah, I know in the month end activity, but in GRI clearing account, we can at month end we have to check the balance. Where is our opening balance? Is there any balance in GRI clearing account? Actually, GRI clearing should be zero balance at month end.
So what happens if there is balance in GRI clearing account at the month end? Like there might be goods received but invoice not issued, or invoice received. Invoice issued but goods not issued. So in such cases, what will happen with the GRI clearing account? Where will it be displayed in the balance sheet?
It is the GRI second is a clearing account. In P&L side, it is a clear. It amount is openable. When it there in front to client, they say that one this amount we can make the adjustments at month end. If actually the as you said, invoice receipt is received, but the material and transit, the invoice is not yet posted. At the point of time, the GRI account is openable. So we post the manual entry as a reversal entry, pass the reversal entry. The next month, the entry will open. Then when we get the invoice from vendor, then post the entry. Then the GL account, GRI claim will be nullified.
So what is a GRI clearing account? Is it a profit and loss account or a balance sheet account?
It's a profit loss account.
Oh. Okay. Have you worked on implementing any chance of working on end-to-end implementation?
Yeah, one project I work on implementation the project. Yeah,
What was your role?
in implementation project here manager implement asset consultant is there when blueprint actually implemented. I was in the end of the BPP preparation. Yeah, business will be preparation documentation or then like whatever the SAP standard templates we can follow that. FI side and controlling side you prepare when the FI accounts payable indication part to prepare all the documentation and get this and yeah. After that we'll do the final preparation of the project. In final preparation do the testing the or unit testing and individual testing, unit testing with the support with the users. If you're getting any wrong is happen again we test it and into the production system. After that we go for the go live and supporting the users in go live project. We can support the users with the client basis.
So you are involved in all the phases.
Yeah.
Sorry, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so right from your business blueprint preparation.
Yeah.
So were you also a part of some workshops where you had to interact with the customer to get the requirements for finalization of the blueprint?
Yeah, in BP level, I have working only documentation. I have done. My seniors are interact with the client, the SLAS blueprint sign off with the client. The meetings.
So have you also been involved in cutover activities?
Yeah, I have involved cutover activities. Whatever cutover accident. Yeah.
So can you brief bit about the cutover activities? What type of cutover activities are there involved in pre-go live and post-go live, at the time of go live?
Yeah, cutover activities we have based on the timings of we have cutover activities only 4 days have time there. In cutover activities we can then upload the GL master data, customer master data, vendor master data, taxes, then asset accounting. We can upload the data based on the LSMW only GL master data, but transaction data we can put data in BDC program with support of Java. In cutover activities, for example, in asset accounting, we segregate the data which is received from the client, which data is received all primary data and secondary data also there. The based on the primary data, current data, segregation data based on the asset master, asset the balances, we calculation the differences where is the depreciation areas, where is the depreciation calculations. Like what is the net book value, what is the depreciation value, accumulated depreciation value. Based on that, we upload the data into SNW there. The primary, the previous data and current year data.
So you are involved in any year-end activities which you are involved in support budget. So have you ever been involved in year-end activities?
Yeah, I supported to involve in year-end activities which are open close periods, and then we open the asset closing, so AZW, and we can year-end sheet open period, open that the balance sheet, the balance carry forward, the balance return earnings balance carry forward, and the BRS balances reconciled, GRI accounts do that.
Have you you worked on taxation?
Yeah, taxation. I have not done withholding tax or the withholding tax configuration or the withholding tax in the base and the TDS call it. Yeah, total addition. So then based on that we can do
So
configuration.
at what level is the tax configured in SAP? Is it at company code level or chart account level?
It's a company code level like that. The base and the local go other it is.
Have you worked on input output tax?
Yeah, input output tax we can setting the FTXP transaction code. In FT transaction we can input tax zero output tax and there is no taxable items, we can create the zero tax item. Yeah.
So which type of input output tax have you worked on? The rate based tax or condition based tax?
Yeah, rate based tax is there. Rate based tax is the input tax for purchasing and output tax for sales.
Okay, so for condition, like have you worked on India taxation also on the GST front?
No, I have no knowledge, but I work on European taxation.
So, I mean, from your knowledge perspective, what is the difference between condition-based taxes and rate-based taxes?
Yeah, as you know that the rate based tax is each and every country has maintained that their the government legal requirement. What is the government has followed that. In the for example, the tax is differentiate for the different item consumer items is there 10%. For example, computers we purchase like 10% from for example like manufacturing items the 10% we purchase the asset 10% is there. For the coming to the condition assessment, we can only standard tax rate we can follow. For example, European countries we follow 20% of tax is a standard one.
Okay, and how is the tax codes transported? Is there a specific process in how a tax code can be created and transported?
In OBPG, we can create the transaction, tax codes and explain the SPSTI and the knowledge.
So, about your bank account rate, APP, you have worked on APP, right?
Yes, yes.
Have you worked on DME rate or DME?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you say you have worked on the APP, right? So, in APP configuration, there are different steps, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, DME file creation is assigned at which stage in the
Yeah, DME file when you create the FBJP transaction code there in transaction code in paying company code we assign the DME tree when MBA code is there. DME program we assign there. Based on the DME program, the payment will be given. The file will be created.
I didn't get to which stage in the APP program will you assign? My question was that. You got my question?
Yeah,
Which stage in APP program? Like, we got all company codes, pay company codes, payment method at country level, payment method at company code level.
yeah,
Right?
yes, yes.
So, at which level is the DME file created and assigned?
In paying company code tab.
Okay. So, when we are making a vendor payment via APP, automatic payment program, what is the document that gets posted in SAP?
FJ.
Sorry, I didn't get your voice.
Like you're asking when you make the payment to vendor, the document type
What is the document which gets posted? I mean,
DZ.
Which account? No, I'm not talking about document type. Document in SAP means which account is debited and which account is credited.
Yes,
The money journal.
yeah. Yeah, it is when we mention that when the vendor account will be debit and the outgoing account is credit.
outgoing account is paid.
Yeah.
And when we receive the bank reconciliation statement,
Ian,
so what we
when bank reconciliation the statement, it is outgoing bank is debit and main bank is credit.
and how does this happen? How does the system recognize that it has to debit or credit the main bank and outgoing bank account has to be debited? So how does this SAP system recognize it? Is there a computation system?
Yeah, like when we do the make the payment as then we assign the like GL account in here as what is the outgoing account and incoming account. We allocated in the house bank account. Based on the main bank account, the account will be taken.
So how is the configuration? Can you brief us about what are the basic steps in that bank reconciliation?
Yeah, in EBRS, we like when you doing the we can define the account symbols. The symbols are account to GL accounts. After GL accounts, we assign the posting rules and the posting rules assigned to GL account. Additional and the transaction types are there. Like based on the transactions of the posting key rules, the account will be that will be killed. For example, in bank side we can create the different GL accounts. What is the outgoing account, incoming account, bank charges account, bank income, RTGS payments, RTGS and check payment. When assign the all GL accounts in bank key rule, the account will be going that pop up. The main bank account is the debit or whether outgoing is there. Yeah, outgoing debit, main bank account debit, like that.
Okay. Now let's compare control is correct. What is the difference between I'm asking this because you said that you not have much hands-on knowledge. So I will be asking on the basic question. So you heard about assessment and distribution. Right? In controlling, we have concept of assessment and distribution.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me what is the difference between assessment and distribution?
Assessment, I'm not much of it. Can try to them. Assessment either the estimation of the cost are there. And for distribution coming to the cost is the distribution to allocation of.
Okay. In the support project that you work, what type of COPA was implemented? Was it accounted COPA or?
Say account based COPA.
Okay. So what are the features of account based COPA?
In account based COPA, we realize the based on the cost center, based on the distribution level, the customer level, group level, we can analyze the profit analysis where based segment level is coming there.
Okay, where is the data stored as in the account based COPA? Where is the data stored? Is it stored in weeks or in posting year, posting period? How? In case of account based COPA? Sorry, I'm not able to.
Yeah. The data in the system background, the COPA is sitting on the month and base there with it. The store based on this, when we pull the analyze the reporting where like which area, sales area, customer area, group area, we can based on the month end basis we can pull the report where the revenues recognized, where the revenues come from each department area.
And what is the difference between compared with account based COPA? How do you compare costing based COPA? I mean, what are the basic differentiation factors between account based COPA and costing?
According based the COPA we can show it this is the validation purpose is that where it's coming there, and The costing API provided for the internal for reporting, where the reporting segregational evaluations are there.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. In costing based COPA, we can identify that where cost is allocated, where cost is included. For example, in port, when we manifest the pot is there. In the partial cost there, we can identify that where the cost is incurred. One is direct cost, indirect cost. It is the valuation field for the cost field revenue, the sales and the different segments.
Okay, costing by COPA, you're seeing the sales cycle, right?
Yeah.
OTC cycle, right? So in the costing by COPA, at what stage in the sales cycle is the COPA updated, COPA value updated?
In COPA is admitted the interlinkage between SD and COPA, where we get the post goods issue is there in WW and VV. Yeah.
Like material ledger, do you have any theoretical concept like this? What is material?
So can you repeat this?
No, you are aware about material ledger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is a PUP? Have you heard the concept of PUP?
P2P or PUP?
PUP.
No.
Farad.
No, I'm not aware of that. In month end, at month end, we run the ML ledger when the document flows there. Not aware.
So what are the steps when you are executing a material ledger at the month end? Basic steps, okay, can recollect.
In month end ledger, when you go to the ML there, we can identify that we can do a test run and decide run structure level.
Okay, when you are activating material ledger, there are certain settings, standard settings in material master, right?
Yeah.
What are those settings, standard settings? What is the price control that is to be maintained in material master?
Sorry, I'm not.
Sorry, your voice is not.
I'm not related. Sorry.
Okay. When you are issuing goods for delivery, right? When there is a goods issue or a goods delivery, what is the document that is posted? Which account is debited and which account is credited?
When goods issue is happen, you are talking about SD, right? It's a PGI, post goods issue.
Yeah, goods issue. Yeah.
Yeah, post goods issue happen one transaction within in weekly is cost of goods is debit and the inventory account is gets credit.
And what happens when the goods are issued to sampling for quality purpose?
When goods released to PGI goods, post goods issues happen, it goes to it will be billing side, no? After billing that, the goods will happen assembling.
No, I'm not talking in sales cycle, particular cycle. I'm just asking a transaction. Like when you are issuing goods to sampling, say for quality purpose, so just to check the quality of the goods, when you are issuing goods. So what is the document that? What is the financial document that it goes to?
Sorry.
Oh, not here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done from my questions from your side.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Thanks, Shashi. I'm done with my question.
Okay, super. Okay. Thanks. Thank you so much. You'll be getting the feedback. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ramakrishna, for your time.
Recording
Thank you,
stopped.
Kunal. Thanks, Ceci, for entering.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Should I pen the document is there posted where it is